Hi everyone, Rev Darrin here, just sending out a video. I haven't done one since Holy Week. In the middle of the week, I suppose we've been focusing more on Bible studies and Sunday services, but I want to send out a video this week just to touch base on a couple of things, to bring some announcements and to give you a short reflection this afternoon as well. And I thought, well, it's a beautiful day, why not yet again come out to the man's garden and enjoy the beautiful weather that God has blessed us with at this time. There's just a few things I want to highlight to you at the moment. The first thing is that this Sunday morning at 10 a.m. I want to have the chance to offer you a time of communion and to enjoy the sacrament of communion together. I'm going to do that through Zoom again. So if you want to take part in the sacrament of communion on Sunday morning, let me know, WhatsApp, Facebook, and I'll send you the link to that short time of communion at 10 a.m. on Sunday morning. We have our normal service at 11:30, or normal service for now during this season at 11:30 a.m. This week we're going to do the service from the Minor Hall, and I'm going to have Sarah Joe and Heather Loney with me so we can have a bit of music and singing as well. So I'll let you know what words to have in front of you towards the end of the week. Just to say as well, next Tuesday is the launch of the District Alpha course in the Northwestern District of the Methodist Church in Ireland. Myself and the evangelist from Moy, Andy Weatherall, are coordinating that course. So if you want to be a part of that, or you know anyone who would benefit from the Alpha course, please let us know. We'd love to have you involved. We'd love to be able to explore questions around faith and to learn more about who Jesus is through that time. And then on Wednesday night, starting from next Wednesday night, we are continuing our church Bible study on Zoom. We are going to Hebrews, and we're going to spend 8 weeks or so reflecting on the letter to the Hebrews. So that should be a blessed time. I know I've already been blessed reading and preparing for that Bible study. So please, if you want to join that, and I do encourage you to join, it's a wonderful time of fellowship we've been having together over these last 5 or 6 weeks as a Bible study group on Wednesday night. So please, I commend that to you. Think through it, and please join us for that as well. I've been thinking a bit about Paul during lockdown, and I've been thinking particularly about his prison letters, because it made me think that Paul himself knew what it meant to be in lockdown, knew what it was like to be shut away and not be able to see all of his friends, and his longing for so many churches, as he writes about in the New Testament. But I was reflecting today on Philippians and on these verses from Philippians chapter 4. Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. And I think it's just amazing that in the midst of being in a Roman prison, in the midst of all that was happening in Paul's life, that he still wrote about joy and experiencing the joyfulness and thanksgiving to God in the midst of all that he was facing, as he tried to encourage the Philippian church and to rejoice in the Lord always, in every circumstance, that we can know that God is with us. And I think for so many of us right now, we find ourselves in that same situation, that we find ourselves at times anxious, afraid of what is happening, and frustrated that on our current lockdown, frustrated that we don't see a quick end in sight. And yet Paul challenges us here to rejoice in the Lord, give thanks in every circumstance to him. Bring your prayers and petitions to God, but do it with a heart of thanksgiving, because we know that God is with us. I'm sure many of you, like millions all over the UK and across the world, saw the video this week of The Blessing, the song, in lots of different churches from all around the UK. That's a beautiful song. If you haven't seen the video, do go and watch it. We posted it on our Facebook page. But in the words of that song, it reminds us that he is for you and he is with you in your weeping and your rejoicing. He is with you, he is for you. God is for us. He is not against us. And in the midst of all that is happening, in the midst of all that we are facing, we know that God is still a constant source of hope and love and grace for us. And I don't know about you, but I'm clinging to that right now, as I cling to the word as well, to know that God is our comfort and God is our guide. And so I want to encourage you today, but challenge you as well to find and cultivate that joyfulness that Jesus gives us through the power of the Spirit. And we choose joy. And I've said this before in church, we choose to be a joyful people. We choose to follow God with a heart of thankfulness and joy. And so let us do that. Let us challenge ourselves in that way. So I thank you today for listening. I hope you're all blessed, and look after yourselves this week. And may the peace of the Lord be with you.